leg check, physique. Today I am not matching at all. Got this red vest, and these shorts are like purple-ish, but when you're doing cardio, who cares, right? People look at you be like, yeah, he's just doing cardio. So it's a very lazy Sunday today. Very lazy, just the way I like it. And I'm gonna spend pretty much the whole day watching movies and, well, yeah, editing this video. If you are wondering what's there in my eye, it's a sty, I guess that's what you called it. I believe it's from stress, especially last Thursday. I felt very stressed at work, which, you know, sometimes it can happen. I spoke to my coach and he said, people do believe that it has nothing to do with stress, but his wife gets it all the time as well. He's with me on that. You know, sometimes stuff can be triggered. But anyways, I'm just trying to avoid touching it. I'm gonna do the green tea thing because some doctors believe that it's got some properties that it can help with this kind of stuff. Let's get some cardio done. We are back from cardio. By the way, today it's a rest day, so this is my meal number 2. A turkey breast salad with some teriyaki sauce, low calorie of course, cauliflower rice, so very low on calories, enough to sustain hunger for at least 2 hours. I'm gonna watch some YouTube now, and there's a few things that I want to share with you guys. Some stuff that I did last week. Oh man, that was good. I was hungry. Starving actually. Basically what I wanted to talk to you about is the cheat meal that I had after posting that video. Now I know I was talking about balance and control, but guys, I'm human. I'm human and I'm not perfect. Only God is, and that's the truth. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the key points. Actually, they're not key points. Some stuff that I've been thinking about, you know, for the past week after having that high calorie day. Let's call it a high calorie day, because cheat day, cheat meal, it's not the best term for psychological reasons, because it actually feels like you're cheating on yourself and on your progress, on your work, right? So let's start calling it a high calorie day or high calorie meal. That day alone, I had about 7,000 to 8,000 calories. Not even joking. Easily, in fact, with those kind of foods like pizzas, burgers, Ben & Jerry's. I didn't have the burger. I had a large pizza, a tub of Ben & Jerry's, 2 cookies, a few Pop-Tarts that I had in there hidden. Oh yeah, and I also had chicken wings. I was craving some chicken wings and some fries. With those kind of foods, it's very easy to go above and beyond 5,000 calories, easily. And that's why trying to keep your calories as low as possible throughout the day, especially for someone like me, you know, like my daily calorie allowance right now is 5,000 calories. For me to be able to enjoy those kind of foods without any sort of guilt, I'd have to not eat for the whole day. And I don't think that's the appropriate way of going about things, right? I did hit my protein. I did have carbs and fats. I texted my coach at the end of the day and I told him, look, all I can think about right now is a Domino's pizza, Ben & Jerry's and cookies. I think that's my go-to cheat meal, you know? To which he replies, well, go have it, because you're the kind of person that I need to ask to have a cheat meal. You know, he said it like, you need to enjoy life as well, especially now that you're not competing. And as I'm choosing my pizza, I start feeling anxious. Anxiety just starts building up. And I texted him again and I said, look, I'm feeling anxious. I feel like I'm cheating on my progress. I don't know what's going on. And he says, you need to break that. Francisco, life is short. You need to live life within reasoning, right? So you have to be reasonable. That's not an excuse for me to have another cheat meal the day after. But going back to the story, he says, like, you need to enjoy life and you need to have these little things as well, right? Because you're human. Bodybuilding is still the end goal, of course, but it's not a day that it's going to define you, or it's not a meal that it's going to define you, or better, that it's going to define whether you succeed or not. And I think that has to do with past beliefs, you know, from past experiences and coaches that I had, where they used to tell me, look, we're bodybuilders, we're not meant to have this kind of food. I understand that our body is the way we make money, because it is. You're bodybuilding for a reason, right? Apart from obviously the enjoyment that you get from training and the lifestyle and everything, you still want to make money out of it. So those past beliefs created a loop. I don't know if loop is the right word, but you find yourself in a loop where if you have those kind of foods, you need to punish yourself the day after and the following days, right? And that's wrong. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you guys about. If you happen to have a high calorie meal or a high calorie day, make sure that you put those calories to good use the following day, okay? Train hard, hit PRs, go back to doing your cardio, go back to eating healthy and drinking plenty of water, because you need to flush it all out, right? The extra water retention. But you also have to be true to yourself. And what I mean by that is, have you built the healthy habits and the routine? Because the human body is very smart, to the point where after I had that meal, my weight went up to 111, I think. So that's 5 kilograms above my current weight. And notice what I said, that's my current weight. So my body weight shot up 5 kilograms and now I'm back to 106.5 after having everything that I wanted to have. That's how intelligent your body is. That is why you have to have the habits built so that it can go back to your baseline, to your maintenance weight, all right? I knew that if I was going to do something like that, I would have to put off the calorie increase for another week, but I was okay with that. You know, I managed to have the foods that I wanted to have for a very long time that I was craving. I did stick to the same calories that I was having for the past 3 or 4 weeks, so that again I could take my body weight back to baseline. I am now sitting at the same weight that I was 2 weeks ago, and so we've increased food and it's all good. So that's the number one tip that I give you guys. If you're going to have an unplanned high calorie meal and you're also planning to increase your food, know that you do have to sacrifice one or the other. But whatever choice you make, don't regret it at all. Man, I wish I had my tripod because my shoulders are starting to hurt. It was shoulder day yesterday, so they're a bit sore. But that's okay. We'll just put my arm in here and let it rest. Now let's talk about the weight gain that I put on the following day and that you will also put on eventually whenever you decide to have an off-plan meal. Are those 5 kilograms made up of fat entirely? No. From those 5 kilograms, 0.2 to 0.3 kilograms were probably fat. Okay, we're talking 200 to 300 grams. For you to put on 1 kilogram of fat, and that's around 4 pounds of fat, you'd have to consume 7,700 calories above your maintenance calories. So I'll give you an example. I would have to consume 12,000 calories, not for a single day, consecutively. I think that's correct. Consecutively. It's a hard word. Sorry if I'm butchering it. So again, I would have to consume 12,000 calories for a number of days. Does that make sense? Those 5 kilograms were mainly made up of water retention caused by the excessive sodium intake that usually come with these foods, and glycogen. And that's why I said, make sure to put those calories to really good use the following day and the days to come as well with all of the training that you have. And don't become obsessed with looking at the scale every single minute, okay? It's all good. Just go back to your routine. Go back to doing your cardio and train really hard. And that fat gain, the 200 to 300 grams, because I'm back to my baseline weight, it's all gone. All you have to do is just go back to your deficit, right? So don't stress about it. It's all good. You're still awesome. You're still amazing. Don't be so hard on yourself. And I know that you are, because I am. I am very hard with myself. And that's something that I'm, like you guys know, whoever's been following me, I'm working on it. I'm working on just relaxing a little bit more. I mean, sometimes at the end of the day, when I'm watching a series or something, I feel like eating an apple. I eat the apple and I stress about it. So that's how serious it is, right? Just know that you're a hard worker, be true to yourself, and everything's going to be okay. And so my last message to you before I go is shift your mindset from cheating to strategizing. You know, realize that it's all part of the system and not a break from it. This will heal your relationship with food and create longevity as well, adherence to the plan, because you're allowing yourself to give a step back. And whenever you do that, you allow yourself to give 2 steps forward as well. That's it for me. I know it's probably a very short video compared to the ones that I've been posting. But look, it's consistency at the end of the day, showing up, and quality over quantity. I think there's value in this message that I'm sharing with you guys today. So I want to ask you, please like this video so we can spread it around. We don't know who's out there going through the same situation that I am right now. And I just want to help really from the bottom of my heart. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below as well. Let me know your thoughts. Let's talk, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.